Hey everyone, it's Sherry with a girl and her dog, and I am back for I think maybe episode 10 of Strong Inside and Out. And it has been a whirlwind weekend, doing a lot of things and getting ready, traveling. I'm currently in San Antonio, Texas, home of the Riverwalk, which is one of my very favorite places in the state of Texas. If you've not been, please make sure you get a chance sometime in your life to go check it out. It is one of our, just a neat little place to go. It's a little warm today, of course. We're in Texas, but very enjoyable. I'm here for a conference, working on my day job, of course, but I'm here for it's actually a great conference. And that was something I've been thinking about, how we really think about our own personal growth. So in the summer, it's a great opportunity for me as a principal to think about ways that I can spend time outside my comfort zone, so to speak, and learning. So during the school year, I can watch webinars and I can network with other principals and colleagues. I can read books and I can do those types of things. And of course, I do some presenting to my own staff and things. But during the summer, it's actually a time where I can kind of step away from everything, step away from the campus, step away from home, because we all know we get a little distracted when we're in the four walls of our houses, and do some professional learning. And so I thought about my transition going from public educator to life coach and consultant, and just thinking about how I'm going to plan to always be a continual learner. Because as an educator at heart, I really think that that's important, that we are lifelong learners and we never stop growing. Because once we stop learning and growing, then how can we give our clients the very best? So thinking about my course that I have going on right now, which is titled A Mindset Challenge with a Girl and Her Dog, I really look at exactly what I talk about on this YouTube channel, being strong on the inside and out. And I know we've talked about that a little bit, but I think about how you can be strong on the inside. So I really focus on two big areas for your inside. One is your self-esteem, your self-image. And I really think about how so many of us, and I would have to put myself in that same category, are in a place where we learn how to fake it, if that's a good way to describe that. I think about how I still have insecurities, and I'm a pretty strong, tough girl. I know I'm knowledgeable. I know how to live alone. I know how to financially take care of myself. I know how to do all of those things, but then there's still times in my life where I have to step back and say, okay, are you just thinking that because you're insecure about something? And that's some inside work that we have to do. We have to really think about what triggers us, what makes us insecure, and then how do we overcome that? Because we can, and then have an action plan for that. So that's the next big piece we talk about in the Mindset Challenge, is talking about goal setting. And I really do believe that goal setting is super important. It's something I do constantly with myself. So not only is this something, and I started way, way long ago, but something that I do just in my personal life, but I do it in my professional life, and I even do it with my relationships. So for example, being a mom, I knew that I wanted my daughter to be able to experience, as a young child, different types of out of school activities. So I didn't want her to only focus on sports, or only focus on theater, or only focus on her choir music stuff she liked, or just focus on, she was a Girl Scout for a while. I wanted her to have a variety of activities so that as she grew and started to get to that age, teenage-ish years, where she started to think, what do I want to do when I grow up? She had a path. She could choose a path that she felt like this is the place I want to go. And clearly she chose choir and theater over some of the other things, not because she couldn't do the other things, but because that's what interested her. And I think about that goal I had set for her. So I set that goal to have as many experiences as possible. I set action plans, and then we had milestones along the way, and we had opportunities to adjust as we needed. So those are two things that a person really thinks about more on the inside, right? That we're building that self-image, and we're setting goals for ourselves so that we have like things we're working for, things to look forward to in life. And then the second part of the course, we talk about more of our outside. And we talk about how we dress, and we talk about our physical health. Now, of course, health and well-being, that can be inside and outside. So it kind of is that transition. We talk about that first. And then this week, in the fourth week, we're talking about how we dress and how we feel when we dress, and whether we want to be professional, whether we want to be more casual, et cetera, but doing what really feels right for us. And then we talk about finally kind of pulling that all together with communication, boundaries, and then how to continue this throughout your life. And I say all of that to say, I kind of think about those same 6 things as a strong leader, businesswoman, mother now of an adult child, soon to be wife, but currently girlfriend, friend to my other people in my circle. I say that because when I think about professional development activities, I want them to be able to align with that whole philosophy of taking care of yourself on the inside and taking care of yourself on the outside. So I really do spend time thinking purposefully about spending that time learning, and then how do I utilize what I've learned. So what I do is I sit down and I think about what are some goals I want to accomplish for the upcoming year. And I always typically do this in the summer. Now that may change when I transition from public education, because my year runs a little different than everybody else's year. I get to a point 27 years in that you think like a school year. So my year runs August or July actually through June, because that's just kind of how our fiscal budgets work. It's how we plan a school year term, all of those things. So in June, I really spend that time reflecting and planning for what's coming. And that's when I set my goals. So I always set a professional goal. I set a goal for my school. I set a goal for my interpersonal skills. And then I try to think about what are my social and emotional needs that are going to be coming for the year. And I set some kind of goal in that realm, which can be it could be anywhere. I can do something to where I might want to spend more time socializing with my friends, or I may want to build a new friend base, or one year I said I was going to go on so many dates for the year. And so it's more personal, but it's also something that kind of works with that physical well-being, health, emotional kind of thing. So that's how I kind of approach this whole, how do I keep being a lifelong learner? How do I keep working on myself and developing myself so that I can always show up to be the best me? And hopefully today I gave you a few little pointers, because just to kind of wrap it up, remembering, why you're doing what you're doing, what goals you want to set for yourself, thinking about your insides and your outsides, always very important. And then spending that time reflecting on those things, figuring out what's going right or wrong, and then figuring out where you need to make adjustments, and then developing yourself, growing and finding different ways to grow. So if you do want more information, you definitely can reach out to me. I am here to support all women. I'm here to support all people. My goal is to definitely be here to help make the world a better place. And I don't know everything, but I definitely have lived some years, lived some years, just one life, but lived some years. And I really feel like I can make a difference for you. I know I can make a difference for you. So if you'd like to check out my course, I will actually also put the link into the show notes. And I hope everyone has a great Tuesday, a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon.